Something like that. I feel that this is significantly more believable there. Something along those lines. Yeah. Let's go grab a bunch. Well, actually, we've got the... No, I'm going to have to go back to the smelter. I need a bunch of regular grey brick. I should be able to make out of the wall background. Okay, maybe not as much as I'd wanted, but it's good enough. Oh yeah, we could make a rooftop garden. Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't actually be even that hard. If we're going to have a rooftop garden or no, then we're going to want to build this out like so. I'm going to say we'd want it to be wood rather than concrete. I'm going to want another... Damn. Probably going to want another... trapdoor. And that would be... There we go. Bonk. Take it. Not sold on this. It's kind of out of place with the rest of the things that we've built. I'm trying to find a way to bring it back in line, to make it feel right again. It feels too industrial. I think that's ultimately the problem, is it feels way too industrial right now. But we'll continue working on it, and hopefully we'll be able to find something to do with it. Ooh, okay. Problem is, this is actually now symmetrical. Yet I don't want just an open roof, otherwise things are just going to drop into this place. That being said, I could have maybe a little room up here with little balconies. Oh, actually, yeah, I like the idea of little balconies. I quite like the idea of little balconies. One that's coming up about there. Yeah, I really like this idea, actually. Oh, thank you very much, Daraku. Must head off now, Aavak and chat. Thanks for streaming, and don't die too much. I'll try not to. Right, up top, we'll continue using stone, but we won't have much more to do with it. Well, we need a little bit more height. But then we can have these. Tonk. Tonk. Like so. Do we have enough to make something nice out there? Technically, as long as we don't take it up too much. Something like that. And then build across. Maybe something along these lines. Not entirely... yeah, again, I'm not sold on this. But it is at least something. The other thing we can do is we can have like very narrow windows like that at the top. But again, I'm not feeling the window vibe. Really not feeling the window vibe. It kind of looks like a car. You know what? I can sort of see what you mean, like head on. I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. Yeah. Let's pull this down a bit and move it to the side. I don't think we need such a massive space on these balconies. We're not making them into Juliet balconies or anything like that, but we'll at least take a little bit of the wasted space away. There we go. And just flash this out at the top. I think one of the big problems I'm having is this area inside. I need that to be a bit less blocky. Now, that's going to be difficult to arrange, I realize, but... Or rather, to get away from. But nevertheless, we should try. Maybe having, for example, different shapes to the windows. Either a lower shape like that, or the other way around. I think I like the idea of it being the other way around, though. However, that shape looks less fun than having it wider, I think. Of the two, I prefer the wider shape. Yeah, something like that. Now, there's no particular reason why you would want it to be symmetrical, if I'm perfectly honest. And the symmetry is what makes it feel blocky and industrial. Having it be a bit more, well, like different, distinct rooms. Like, for example, having these support pillars and only one of them is actually a way up. The others are just support pillars. That might be something we could do to give it a bit more of an interesting look. That glass sound is much louder than everything else. I can drop that down a little bit if you like. Let's pop that down, but it is a little bit louder, yeah. The sounds are not perfectly balanced. Or much, actually. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the idea of it being less symmetrical. But how to make that happen without it just seeming like I was simply trying to avoid symmetry? Because, again, you still end up with a problem even then. I think for me, it would be a case of... Oh, that's the wrong one. Building this out over here. It looks like the guide may be an ex-guide, unfortunately. Brett did not return. I'm fairly certain Brett wandered off in that direction. Just remove you guys. Let me just draw this back and replace all of this with wood for now. This side will be the one that has the entry point. It's the only one that needs the trapdoor. We will have something like this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Feel super bad about that. Oh, gosh darn it. Yes, it's gonna keep happening though if you keep getting close. So, you know, after a certain point, that's you, not me. Yeah, an extended balcony on one side would be a nice touch. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm gonna hop into bed though. That's a lovely moon up there. Oh no, the guide is okay. Are you still Brett? Yeah, you are still Brett. Wow. There we go. We can't see my eyes closing. Much sad. Okay. Yeah, any windows in the top part just make it look like a face. I mean, that's kind of the part of the problem with a cross-section design like this. I feel this is starting to look like a Mario 1 castle. It is in a way, yeah. But yeah, actually having the upper floor offset, that would make sense. That would definitely help with it. So an overhanging balcony. Yeah, I think we can make that happen. That should not be too difficult at all. I love your stream, by the way. I never thought of making my world beautiful. Oh, thank you. You know what? I had similar comments about the Let's Play as well. When I used to do like week in review videos, and I had one commenter ask, because I was just, you know, kind of recounting which bosses we'd fought and where we spelunked and things like that. And one commenter who watched the video kind of asked almost incredulously, "Did you build this in the Let's Play?" And I was like, "Yeah." And like, wow, okay, well, I guess I will watch it then, because, you know, I kind of assumed it was just going to be gameplay rather than trying to design stuff. But I quite enjoy the actual design aspect of it. I think Terraria's actually got quite a lot of potential for that. Oops. Don't think we're going to need the rope for now. Yeah, I like the idea of the trapdoor. We'll keep that, and I'm going to try and work in some sort of... this feels quite claustrophobic, though. Some sort of organic look to the upper floor. Might take a few iterations. I've got no specific idea in mind for this one, so might be a little bit meandering, and I do apologize for that. You can be away with you, please, and thank you. Okay. Yeah. So we've got some kind of support beams there. I do quite like the idea of having the... Oh, you know what? Like little fencing might work with it, but we'll come back to that. This upper floor, just pop up, and there we go. We've got a nice little area in here. I'm gonna get rid of the windows, and we're gonna add them in as we go. I think that would probably be the best idea. That is absolutely not what I want. That does not look good. Can we get rid of that? Nope. No. Poop. Because there's a block there, I'm going to need to pull the whole thing back. There we go. Right, there we are. I'm wondering if having this be a bit more blocky is necessarily a problem or not. I think it might not be. But it does seem that one of the best ways to get that nice crisp edge with the window is just to place the backgrounds over it and then draw them back a bit. For a 2D game, Terraria's building mechanics are extremely robust. Yeah, one of the things I really like about Terraria is the background-foreground sort of dynamic you can have. I will be honest and say that I imagine Starbound drew a lot of inspiration from the things that people had. Because initially Terraria didn't really have the background-foreground thing going on. Everything was background, more or less. But you could kind of game it to create the impression of depth. And I think that's where some of Starbound's decisions for having background, foreground as separate blocks, as separate entities came from. I would not be surprised at all if that turned out to be the case. That they designed it in that particular way, largely as a because they saw this and they were like, yeah, that's actually really, really cool. I enjoy doing stuff with that. Let's have that in our game. And just kind of took it a step further. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll have another window up here. Where's the... Oh, dear. Oh, I've got it selected. And then something like that. Have that edge. Now, I can either have the balcony on this side be kind of unique and facing the tower, and I think there's some there's a bit of merit to the idea that they would just have it facing the town. You know, there's a pretty tree there, looking in towards the rest of the area down here. I'd probably pull the balcony back a little bit, though. At this point, I think this little balcony could do with just a tile or two of extra room. Because we've got those nice big, huge windows there, facing outwards. I don't necessarily think they would feel the need to have extra view space over there. But you definitely feel that they might want it looking out in this direction. Maybe a lantern or something up there. Maybe even just well, actually, yeah, we could even have a little support and push this back even further and have an additional support leading up to the idea of the roof garden that someone offered. That might not be a bad idea at all. This would be the point where we'd have the jump up. Oh, wrong thing. And then to have the there we are. The palm wood platform. Glass door. That's a nice idea. Not sure on it though, but it is a nice idea. Yeah, we'll definitely have some sort of furnishings out there. Actually, you know what? As much as I'm faffing here, pulling this back, if we had this support kind of continue up through the structure, Like this beam, like the rest of the structure was kind of built around this single solid beam. And then support beams were built out as the structure kind of elongated away from it. Then that could still be in the background, and you can have your tables and your chairs outside, and then just the roof would be supported by that, and would kind of be a natural canopy for people looking out. So it would be open on this side, but it would be roofed. I like that idea. Well, I mean, I might not like it once I've seen it in action, but on the surface, I think it's got some merit. So we would bring this all the way up. And we would have this in the middle. And we would probably take that down there as well. All the way right up through the main structure like that. I may change these as a result. Maybe have those a different kind of brick. We can see. We can see. I'm gonna go grab the furniture because I'm starting to feel that this house is taking shape, but it's taking shape around the idea of the furniture that I'm gonna put into it. So let me go and grab some of that. And while I'm here, I'm gonna grab some of these bricks. I'll also grab that as well. Is there anything else I particularly want here? No, I don't think so. Okay, so what kind of furniture do I want outside, and what do I want it made of? I might need to go and grab myself some more palmwood planks. Can I make this out of the background wall at all? Can I get that back? Like I can with bricks? No, it doesn't seem I can. Unless... Ah, there we are. Perfect. I do like that you can basically undo it. Like that's pretty cool. Right. Do we have some nice tables and chairs? We should do. Actually, there's a banquet table. How big is this, though? Probably massive, I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess it's huge. Out of curiosity, though. Kind of nice, though. Yeah, we'll grab that. And I'm going to take the palmwood stools, because I really like those. I guess I'm only having one. Right, yeah, we definitely need to go and get some more palmwood then. Would it be wooden furniture outside or another element? Well, that's a fair question, though. I don't really have much materials for something else, so it might just have to do as a stand-in. Let's have a look. What other kinds of materials do we have? Yeah, I don't see any other kinds of tables or chairs, really. There's like metal things like sinks and stuff like that, but there's no tables or things along those lines. Ooh, a grandfather clock. Yes. I accept. I like that quite a lot. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna just have to go with the design that we've got at the moment out of the materials that we have to hand. As unfortunately, I do lack the others. Right, let's go grab this. I'll place down some acorn seeds. Ah, good. All of these have grown. Marvellous. Oh, that was a lot of money in there. Yeah, I wouldn't need to plant palmwood next to my base. We've been very fortunate in that we've got basically a little oasis right here. In fact, pretty much all of these trees I planted. Because if you plant the acorns, then they take on the appearance of whatever biome-specific tree there is. Right, okay, guys, this is getting silly. No, 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 no. Whoop, 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 whoop. That was a warning shot. It was a warning shot. I'm just a terrible aim. Right, there we go. Well. Perfect. Right, let's go make the last stool. And we can... Oh, I was looking up then instead of ahead. That was a bit silly. Ouch. Let's go and get this sorted. Incidentally, this is one of the other reasons why I suspect that Meta got a little burnt out. Is when we would design things like this, it would take a long time. It would be a lot of umming and ahhing as we were doing it. Oh, we can actually have a palmwood toilet. Great. But where's the palmwood stool? There we go. Palmwood chair. Good enough. I am going to want to get to setting up some like a greenhouse at some point fairly soon. Ah, this is where we hit the problem. This is a 2x2 structure. And so it's inherently asymmetrical for me. Okay, well, just one bench is good enough. Then, given that, that will do. That will work. I can probably have torches like that. Actually, no. What am I talking about? I can have like a candelabra or something along those lines. That will be more than good enough. I'm not sure if that looks good. I think I'm gonna have to let it grow on me a little bit to really find out what I feel about that. Right now, that doesn't look particularly... Oh, that looks a lot better. Just that tiny little addition. Tiny little addition makes that look so much better for me. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and grab some... Oh, hello. A candle if I can. I may even grab a golden candle. This is definitely something that I do a lot, by the way. And it may grow tiresome. As I go, I will repeatedly... Oh, great. You're going to be... Well, actually, you wouldn't be that much of a problem, I suppose. I will repeatedly iterate over my earlier designs. And the reason for that is that as I go, I learn how to do better. And as a consequence of that, I look back at my old designs and think, well, why didn't I fix that? And so, whilst I realize it can sometimes be a bit frustrating to watch someone, go back and forth several times over something, hopefully it does end up with a nice end result. Like, I think that's not a bad little start. Once we have access to the really nice tiling that you can get from the Wandering Merchant, we'll be able to do something really pretty with that, I think. For now, though, let's just see a little bit more. Can I pop down this? Let's get some different types of blocks again. There we are. Just a couple. We're going to have these inset. And we'll have the windows in them. I think that it's an interesting design. Not sure it's something I like though. Maybe something like that. They almost look like shutters. Windows in this, they do leave something to be desired. I'm going to be honest. By something, I mean quite a lot of things. That one isn't too bad. Especially if we then add this in to create a sill. That one's actually not as bad anymore. But it does mean that we've got all the windows in one place, which is unlikely. Let's try and move that window over here instead. Because this side doesn't actually have a window looking out. There we go, that's a bit better. And we'll pop all of this back in. There's nothing to say that we wouldn't have a shelf over here. Though it probably wouldn't be at the same kind of position as the sill. Right. So we'll be able to put a couple of items there. No, that grandfather clock is amazing. I like it. Now, I have no idea if the game will complain about... Put the grandfather clock over here. About this not being a real room. Let's actually have a look at this. Needs a light source, a table, and a chair. Missing a light source, table, and a chair. So they're not saying that they couldn't be rooms, so that's fine. Could you trouble me to put a torch up while working in dark areas? Yeah, certainly. Sorry about that. I sometimes forget how much darker it'll appear on stream. There we go. Just for the time being while we set all of this up. Alright, let's pop this down. I would like... have one of these. 2 palmwood lamps. I could grab a palmwood lantern if I really wanted. I don't think I need one right now, though. Maybe a palmwood candelabra. I wonder what this would look like at the very bottom. Kind of like a skirting in the room. That look nice? No, it looks a little bit busy for the sake of being busy. But gotta have a look sometimes to work out these things. I'll have the table in here, set up something like that. Maybe a lantern on the far side of the table, or a candelabra on the table itself. Candelabra could even exist in the window if you really wanted it to. I don't think you would want it that, though. Let's pop that there. It's kind of sparsely decorated, but this would probably now qualify as a room. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, housing is suitable. Not sold on it, but it is suitable at the very least. I think having some sort of wall furnishing here would help, though. I think that would help quite a lot. Some sort of painting. I might even move this painting up from down there, though. It's that actually might be three tiles. Yeah, we could have that there. It probably wouldn't be the best sort of wall covering. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure I would want that in my room, but There are quite a lot of paintings in the game that would work well there, I think. So that is one new NPC room. Down here, let's go for... I could have another fireplace, you know. How about I try? Another fireplace right there. Would it be there though? It would more likely be in this. Well, not necessarily in the center of the room. The large fireplace in my house is not, strictly speaking, in the center of the room. But it is kind of more of a centerpiece in a way. Issue with that is, where would I put the table if I did that? I'd have to have the table over the top of the... Well, actually, that being said... If we run this up there and have a similar kind of red brick kind of line to show where the chimney is running.